It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Raiders. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Douglas, the man in motion. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He stiff arms him, stays on his feet, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, May. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Daniels. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Up the middle they go. Clemens. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This pass is caught by London, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drake London, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And just shutting him off there. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. DeMario Douglas with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. A good pickup there on 22. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Give to Hall running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tyree Wilson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They give it to Williams running right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they're just roaming in. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
To throw is Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 66 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Off play action. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Smith, 63 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage, so now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd down and 4. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Third and 4. Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To the air goes Daniels. Throw left side, there's London. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll run on first down. Clemens. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Daniels. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Daniels looking to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff up the middle. Clemens. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amon-Ra St. Brown laying himself out in the end zone. And the Saints have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Taking it about the 36. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle they go. Clemens. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 25 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefit. Their dedication in the offseason, OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jones throwing to start the drive. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safer to run. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. Muscles him off. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 6. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. C.J. Stroud, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Bryce Young, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown catch in the victory. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we get a stoppage. Remember the Raiders shaking up on that one. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Back to throw now on first down. That's brought in downfield by London. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ball, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A give running right is Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A gain of 3, second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, right back to Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On the counter, it's Hall. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Down onto the field comes New Orleans. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Ball. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On first down, it's Ball. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Daniels going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jaden Daniels with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That check down complete to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. The Saints offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ball. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Throwing after the interception. Daniels. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Clemens. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's Ball. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Kramer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Douglas, the man in motion. They'll look to throw again.
Here we go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fighting him off. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So the Raiders now down by 7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He finds Douglas complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Jones. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. Here's Jones. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Screen play set up for Williams.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To throw is Jones. Just keeping the play alive. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's a 2nd and 7. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Saints, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.